Hi, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of each time I upload a new video. And please check out my other related videos or my videos in general. Maybe something there might be of interest. So let's talk about the song and dance exercise. So the dance and song exercise is an exercise that was created or developed by Lee Strasberg when he was working with singers and the difficulty they were having in acting when they were singing their songs. And this exercise was then brought in and used on actors, and he started to see that somehow this was overcoming a barrier that actors had when they were trying to get to the next level. Exercise is very simple. You stand in front of an actual audience. So in essence, you do need an audience for this in a class that you can trust with a guide. And you stand in front of the audience and you look at every one of the people sitting in the audience. The objective is not to feel obligated to do anything. In fact, what you want to be able to do is to identify any tension and relax it. And what you would do is sing and use Happy Birthday as a song that everybody knows, and it's simpler to do. And you sing each note and the same. You give it the same length and the same energy, and that's it. So for example, you would start with the first note with ha, and then you would breathe, and then you would go into the next note of the song, and you're not trying to get the song correct. You just want to go to the second note and not worry if it's ridiculous or not. And what you're doing is you are paying attention to what's happening. Under no circumstances are you to perform in any way. Are you to do anything with your face. You won't smile. If you notice that, you would have to stop. If you'll start to notice that, for example, your hands may start to move, you try to stop that, and you would do note for note, each the same length. So for example, the first note again being ah. So let's say that's held for 5 seconds. Then you would go to the second note, be the same amount of time, each time breathing, looking at the audience, each one of the audience, not feeling obligated to do anything whatsoever, to perform or to do anything as a performer where you're obligated. When you're working on monologues or scenes, there's a part of you that almost wants to show off or try to be great. This is not the objective. On the contrary, you want to stop anything. In other words, the exercise is very simple. You are to do nothing. Nothing. And the dance part of this, which is the second step on this, is where you start to move the body in an improvisational way. No particular preconceived idea of how you should move. It's a spontaneous thing. Anyway, and the objective of this exercise again is to do nothing, but you are to look and be aware of every person in the room looking at you. You are to be aware of any involuntary tics or whatever. If you start to cry, you would try not to do that. If you try to laugh, you try not to do that. Obviously, if it happens, then you let it go. But as a general rule, you are not to do anything. That's the objective, is to do nothing. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I myself have done this exercise with the guidance of a long-time member of the Actors Studio who worked under Lee Strasberg. I had read the exercise in Lee Strasberg's book, was curious about it, and spoke to the member of the Actors Studio who worked closely with Lee Strasberg, and under his supervision I did this exercise many times, and it did liberate me in terms of my performances and scene work, and I did have breakthroughs because of it. But this exercise only works in front of other members of the class who are there just like you, actors, in front of a teacher who is, under the guidance of a teacher. It will not work the same way if you do this alone, or for the camera, what have you. It's just, there is something else that happens when you are in front of a class, and it's hard to explain. You'd have to experience it. At any rate, and it's a very interesting exercise. And if you're interested, you can always, as I said, leave comments, and please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Hit that notification, and if you want me to do more videos on anything, on any other things regarding the method, or any of the other teachers like Uta Hagen, Lee Strasberg, obviously I just mentioned, Meisner, Stella Adler, I can go into detail that I have worked, and I use different techniques from all these teachers, which basically comes under the umbrella of the method. The method is misunderstood, but there was a book at one point, and it basically said that over 50%, I believe it was over 50% of Academy Award nominees and winners came out of the Actors Studio. That's how powerful this method is. It's an American method, obviously developed. It came through Stanislavski, through the group theater, which later became the Actors Studio. And I was very fortunate to work under the guidance of a long-time member of the Actors Studio who had worked with Lee Strasberg, Ila Kazan, and many other members. Anyway, again, thank you for listening, and thanks again. Bye.